Welcome to another sports car story. Today I'm going to go through the differences between a coupe E-Type and a roadster E-Type Series 1. Now this is a 3.8 and that's a 4.2, but let's put that aside for now and just look at the differences between the roadster and the coupe. Now Sir William Lyons, who was the owner and the top man at Jaguar, had an awful lot of input in these cars. They were designed by Malcolm Sayer, who's an aerodynamicist, so he did a beautiful job of the main design, but Sir William Lyons used to park cars outside his house in Wappenbury, probably sit with a cup of tea and really make detailed little changes, and let me show you some of those. So first one I'm going to mention is just around this rear number plate here. There's no, on the coupe you can see there's no chrome work at all, whereas if you look on the roadster, bit of chrome. Now why that is, I don't know, but if you swap it around it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't. So maybe we've all got used to it, but I think that's a little detail that Sir William Lyons decided mattered on the roadster, didn't need it on the coupe for whatever reason. These rear lights look the same, but actually this bit of chrome here is a lot thinner on here than it is on the roadster. I'm sure they could have come up with a design that fitted both cars. Obviously it's affected by the coupe metalwork as it comes down, but that would have been too big a compromise for Sir William. They're different, those plinths. That's as simple as that. And again, they work. Now moving forward, obviously the roof line is different, and the boot, obviously there's a lot more space in the coupe. Let me open it up and I'll show you. There's a particular technique to open these cars that you get better at, but it cannot be rushed. That's the coupe. And that's the roadster. That's my hood cover there. All roadsters were finished in this sort of yellowy, tanny colour. For some reason, no matter what colour interior you've got, you end up with that. So it was a little bit of a compromise on the production line. The coupe is much more useful for long journeys or touring. There's a much bigger boot. That's a tiny little boot, really. You really need a boot rack if you're going touring with that. But the coupe has got a brilliant boot. It's also got this, I don't know if you can see, it's a luggage stop, I think you call it, to stop luggage coming forward, which is useful too. Anyway, that's the boot side of things. Let's shut these down. Ooh. Always a danger, especially for baldies. Right, so moving forward, this lovely swage line that comes down here, again, is another little Sir William Lyons touch, because on the coupe, it's just left painted body colour. On the roadster, it's chrome, and why he decided to do that, we'll probably never know. If anyone out there knows why, or knows about this side of the story, do let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to know if there's a story associated with it. But it just works. If you have chrome there on a coupe, it doesn't look right. If you don't have that chrome on the roadster, when this car was being built and the chrome hadn't been done, it just didn't look like an E-Type. It's very odd, but it just works. So roof lines are different, therefore the windscreens are different. It's taller on the coupe to the roadster, which is why many tall people have to look over the windscreen on the roadster, which always makes me laugh as a shorty, because I don't have that problem at all, which is nice. Always nice to have one advantage of being short. The windscreen wipers are smaller on the roadster, therefore, than the coupe, and the rear view mirror is bigger on the coupe. It's probably a bigger view out the back than the roadster when the roof's up. So that's the main difference. When you get to bonnet onwards, there's absolutely no difference at all. So really everything's done from here back Actually, from the scuttle's the same, so it's from it's split windscreen back. Let me show you the differences in the interior. Right, let's have a look at the interior. So, obviously this is a 4.2 and my coupe is a 3.8, so the seats are different. But actually there are differences in the seats because on the 3.8 anyway, this bit's cut off, so this hood doesn't catch it. But that's neither here nor there. The main difference is behind the seat, you've got the hood shelf area, so you can put a bit of luggage there, but not a great deal. There's an armrest, that's because it's a 4.2. They've both got that, whether it's a coupe or roadster, but not on the 3.8. Anyway, I'm going into a different thing then. Doors are obviously different. This post is the only post on the roadster, which is lethal. If you bend down at the wrong time, it goes right in your eye. So, whereas the coupe, I'm going to show you in a second, has got a full frame there. So looking out of the windscreen, you can see the windscreen is different. You can see the smaller mirror, and you can see, yeah, the lower windscreen. The sun visors are obviously different because they have to be much shallower because of the shallower screen. So that's the roadster. Let me show you the coupe now. So on the coupe, notice the difference with the door. You've got this beautiful frame that matches the roof line, and then on the interior, if I show you here, you've got a higher windscreen, whoops, and much larger sun visors. But otherwise, from there down, there's no difference. Same dashboard. As far as the roadster and coupe, it's the same steering wheel. Everything else is the same. There's one more thing I want to show you, the way you open the boot on the coupe and the roadster. If you come here, I don't know if you can get the camera around there, there's a little round chrome catch here on the coupe, which is a nice touch. And on the roadster, if you come around here, you can see that there's a little lockable button that you pull. You can get stuff locked away in the boot on the roadster that you can't on the coupe, but you have to break into the coupe in the first place, so swings and roundabouts. So that's the main differences between the coupe and the roadster. I hope you've learnt something. If you've got anything to teach me though, let me know in the comments, because I'm no expert. I'm just really comparing my cars that I have here. Next time I look at these cars, we'll look at the difference between the 3.8 and the 4.2, and that's another subject really. Thanks for watching.